I'm about to tell you a story.
It's a good one.
About midnight.
It's a good one.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps and winning free cruises. I'm going to show you what it's all about, so let's get rolling.
All right, so we're telling you a story about midnight, and we're talking about the craps game, which is midnight, the roll of 6-6, which is 12 boxcars midnight.
Yes.
All right. So, funny story. Go ahead.
Okay, so we were on this last cruise to Hawaii, and we were playing on the craps table. And there was this guy we ended up calling Midnight Murray.
Midnight
Here's
Murray.
why we called him Midnight Murray. This guy, it was crazy. He started off what? Betting $10 maybe every single roll
on midnight.
And so every roll, midnight and the hard ways.
$10.
Midnight
Boom,
and the hard
boom,
ways.
boom.
Midnight and the hard ways. And it would hit. When it hits, how much does it get paid?
It was $300, $300 pretty much.
So
Yeah.
then he moves it to $25. This guy is hitting midnight like I've never
seen midnight roll so much.
Never ever. So then a bunch of us at the table were like, this guy's hitting midnight all the time. We're gonna throw our one little dollar out there and try to hit a midnight.
By this time, he was up to $50 every roll, and they wouldn't let him go any higher. That was the max, $50.
And he was making how much? 1,500, something like that?
On $50 times 30, whatever
One
that.
time it hit 3 times.
Two times in a row, one time, yeah.
No, it's 3.
Oh yeah.
3 times. We couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe that many midnights that rolled. So
That's
I
crazy.
decided, hey, I'm gonna talk to this guy. He turns out he's a mathematician, and he understands that the midnight has the same probability of hitting as the other hard ways, because there's only one way to roll them too. So in his mind, he was saying midnight, it's the best payout on the table when it hits, but he needed to make sure to be there when it hits. So,
And we happened to be hitting it a lot. Just
couldn't
rolling.
believe it.
It's crazy.
so I did my whole $1 midnight. I
Okay,
took
let's-
$25.
Let's just take it back. So, I think it was the last night of the cruise. Brian gets 25 $1 checks. And he's like, I'm just going to bet midnight.
I
Every
could turn
time.
$25 into 30 if it hits one time.
And so he's got his little rack of ones, and he's like, midnight. And he starts playing the hard ways. And so,
Well, I had to, because it was a $5 table, so you have to have $5 in action.
yeah, this was a $5
Yeah,
table.
and it's because he came from Australia, so because nobody really
Incredible.
plays there, it was $5. Once it got to Alaska, it went to $10.
Yeah, so on this $5 table with his $1.
I have
over and
$1
over.
on each of the hard ways and $1 on midnight. $5 action. Here we go.
So he's rolling, and then all the hard ways start hitting, which are replenishing him until
I'm like, pay me in ones.
every time. And the dealers were like, really? Every time, pay me a one, pay me a one. He hit midnight once or twice. I said, look start getting
Then we
paid.
started collecting midnights.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, let's collect midnight.
So I turned that $25 into $60 because it hit twice when I was on it.
was-
But I mean, how many times does it have to hit for you to start betting it? And that's when we called it not only Midnight Murray, we called him Midnight Murray, but we called that the
New
Midnight
stra-
Train.
Yes, the new strategies of midnight train.
The reason why we call it the Midnight Train is because everybody started jumping on the train.
Oh, we're all
Doo,
betting.
doo! Everybody's like, oh.
It was so funny. Our friend Richard was there, and a couple days before.
This is hilarious,
It
by
was
the way.
unbelievable. A couple days before,
I got down to my last $5 on one of my things, and I was like, I'm not spending any more money, because I do what Amber does. I squirrel away some
I'm
money.
real good at that.
So I squirreled away. I said, I'm not taking any money out of my pocket. I got $5.
And Richard really wanted him to roll.
And he goes, man, just roll one more time. I go, yeah, but all I got is $5.
He's a really good shooter.
And he threw out $1. He goes, $1 crab check for the shooter.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want me to lose that $5 on the crab check. So this was like the day before or 2 days before.
Yeah,
Okay.
so then this last day, 2 days after,
So we're all doing it. We're all doing
we're all throwing.
throwing dollars every midnight
so
or for
Richard-
midnight on every roll.
So Richard goes, hey, don't you owe me $1?
Because he ran out. He was doing it and he ran out of. He had money, but he didn't have any more ones.
He ran out of ones and was not going to get any more.
And he's
change.
like, hey, excuse me, don't you owe me $1? And so I go, okay, $1. So I threw $1 out for him.
And then Brian goes, wouldn't it be crazy if we hit midnight right now? I'm on it, he's on it, Richard's on it. They roll midnight. We're like, "Rah!" We lost her. It was the most hilarious, crazy. So midnight train. When the midnight starts
train.
rolling, you gotta
Midnight
get
train.
on that train.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna roll it out. And see if it works, and I'll show you how it works. But I'm gonna do it with red chips. Oh, it's kind of windy right now.
Windy out
I'm gonna do it with red chips instead of blue chips or $1 chips.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it with $5, $300 bankroll. You want to see if it works?
Yep.
Let's see if it works. All right, watch this video here, and we'll watch the midnight train. Whoop whoop! And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Bye.